Hi, Floppers. Before we start this episode, I just wanted to remind you we are in the middle of Flop TV Season 2. That's right, the 1-hour internet televised Flophouse TV show is here for you the first Saturday of every month through February. Just go to theflophouse.simpletix.com and get your tickets or season pass for this all-new Flophouse TV stuff. We're covering movies we've never covered before. We've got video segments. It's amazing. Just go to theflophouse.simpletix.com for Flop TV Season 2. This time, it's personal.
Hey! Hello, I'm Stuart Wellington, one of the hosts of the Flophouse podcast, and I'm here to introduce and run the Flophouse Mini, a mini episode of the Flophouse podcast. And I am joined, as always, by my two co-hosts who will introduce themselves now.
Dan McCoy.
Elliot Kalin.
Now, on one of these mini episodes, instead of watching a bad movie and talking about it, we kind of do whatever we want. And today, oh boy, are we doing whatever. Because in fact, today is a very special thing. We are doing 2024, the year in movies, the game. A special game that I am going to be administering to my two co-hosts who
I
are
always
going
like to
be
have a game administered to me.
Yeah, please.
I mean,
Orally,
if you played some of the board games that I like, it does kind of require a fair amount of administration. So, so you guys are going to be playing for the chance to win big points and bragging rights over your fellow co-hosts, and maybe if you're lucky, a $20 gift card to Blockbuster Video. It's expired. It's an expired gift card.
I wondered.
Okay, great, good.
But I mean, you might be able to get some value for it. I don't know what
if I make it
like
all the way
these
up to
days.
if I make it all the way up to that Blockbuster in Alaska, maybe they'll redeem it just for me taking the trouble.
They'll honor it. Yeah, they should. They should. Okay, so this is
Especially
a game
if I bring
where
Pitbull with me.
Oh, Mr. Worldwide. Okay, so today's game, which is, of course, as I said before, 2024, the year in movies, the game. There's going to be 2 rounds. In between each round, there will be a bonus round for a chance for you to win extra points. And whoever has the most points at the end is the winner. Big surprise, right? That's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
So, in round 1, we are playing the name of the game is Who Am I? So I'm going to be asking you questions, and I'm going to let you know whether this is the name of a movie that came out this year or the name of one of the actors in that movie. Okay?
And then what do we say?
So I'm going to ask a question. You are going to raise your hand to buzz in.
Okay.
Okay? Now, the interesting thing about this category is that for each question, if you manage to get the first question, get it right on the first question, you get 3 points. If you don't get it, the second question, you get 2 points. And if it's on the third question, you get only 1 point because it gets harder as it goes on, okay? If you guess wrong, you cannot guess any more for this question. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Dan said yes
also,
with the same level of tentativeness that I'm feeling.
Okay, well, let's figure this out. Okay, so our first question under the Who Am I game. A sci-fi movie set in the desert. Elliot.
Dune Part 2, was that this year?
It was, but that is incorrect.
It's
Dan,
actually incredibly correct based on the information you've given us.
Yeah, I held back because I assumed this was some sort of fiendish trick.
I assumed it was a trick, but I think I could also make a good case that with the information we have right now, that's what it is.
That's the way tricks work, Elliot. Okay, Dan, do you want another question?
No,
okay.
I want another question.
Clue number 2? This is part of an existing franchise chronicling the rise of a beloved character.
What's the trick here?
I still don't feel like I have enough information at this point.
Okay. Clue number 3 then.
Uh-huh.
You might say this movie is mad to the max.
Oh, okay. So this is Furiosa.
You didn't buzz in, but I'll give it to you anyway.
Okay.
That's 1 point for Dan.
I mean, Elliot can't talk anymore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he can talk, but he can't guess anymore. So I
sure
just
can.
assumed.
Okay, so we're off to a roaring start. Elliot has fallen into my ultimate trick.
Oh, yeah.
It really was the ultimate trick.
It doesn't get bigger than that.
Oh, okay.
Boy, am
So
I going to
this
feel
is-
foolish the rest of the day.
This is
Stumbling into that
this is
one.
the name of an actor. Okay, this actor was the lead in 3 theatrical releases this year in 3 different genres.
Interesting.
It's probably not Dune Part 2 because that's a movie, not a person.
Anybody want to buzz in, or should I give the next clue?
Let's go to the next clue.
Okay. He co-wrote the screenplay of one of them.
Co-wrote the screenplay. Oh my. This is gonna be great radio because there's gonna be a lot of us.
Okay.
thinking
I mean, I think I know it. I
quietly.
just don't remember his name.
Yeah.
And then the third clue. This was the summer of him, despite not being voted people's sexiest man.
I'm going to...
Elliot.
It's Glenn something, right?
I'm gonna
Glenn something, I guess, is accurate as according to Elliot's rules. Of,
technically correct. Glenn Powell.
Powell.
Elliot
Yeah.
gets
Couldn't
Remember
1
his last
point.
name.
Glenn
Couldn't remember
Powell.
his last name. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
he co-wrote.
Okay, that's right.
He co-wrote
Hitman.
Hitman with Richard Linklater.
He is
Okay.
somehow everywhere and all over the place and being in lots of movies, and I cannot remember his name often because it's just a pretty normal name, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, pretty normal name. Okay,
Yeah. As opposed to like
Next-
Timothy Chalamet, where I'm like, well, I've never met anybody with that name.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. The next one, you need to give me the name of the movie. This is a popular sequel, long-awaited popular sequel to a classic movie.
Long awaited.
Okay.
Popular.
That could be a couple
sequel
different things.
to a classic movie. Yeah, I don't think we have enough
Okay.
information.
Clue number 2. This movie has twists in it.
But does it
this
have
feels
Glenn
like a
Powell
real
in it?
misdirect. A lot of movies
third
have
clue.
twists.
Third clue. The name of this movie is the name of one of the characters repeated.
Okay, I'm going to raise my hand again.
Elliot,
Oh.
I'm going to say Beetlejuice.
you nailed it. You guys almost fell into my Twisters trap.
Almost.
Now, guys, I
I
didn't
guess,
see Twisters.
I guess there is a twist in Beetlejuice. Now that I think about it, yeah, I guess fair enough. At
Technically
least
accurate.
one thing that could be called a twist.
No, I didn't see Twisters. Does it feature a tornado that has like a man's head sticking out of it, like that X-Men character? What's that guy? Is that Riptide? One of the Marauders,
No,
Elliot?
it's
What's that guy's fucking deal?
What is his name? I can't
Whirlpool?
remember. But it might be something like Whirlpool or something like that.
Is it
Maybe
like
Maelstrom
Scylla or
Whirlpool
Charybdis or something?
No, it's not that.
Despite my 4DX screening of Twisters being disrupted by a weird family having some argument with another weird family for the first half of the movie, I think I'm pretty confident in saying that does not happen in Twisters.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll have to ask Paul Schrader, number one Twisters
You
fan.
know, you've seen it.
Number one Twisters fan. Okay.
I think that.
So this next one-
I think that was Riptide, the one that could spin around.
Mm.
I thought so too. Okay. This next
Is that
this
his
next
subtitle? Riptide,
Yes.
the man who could spin around? Sorry.
Yeah, I think that.
The thing
Riptide,
is-
real name Janos Quested, according to Wikipedia. Which, come on.
Sounds like a normal name.
Yeah.
normal name. The thing is, it's not that everybody can spin around, but the thing about him is that his body spins around and his head stays stable.
And he
Well,
spins around
okay.
very fast. Is the thing. He spins around very
Okay.
fast. Yeah.
I can spin pretty fast.
Okay.
Okay. This next one is you got to give me the name of the actor. The lead in the 3rd movie in a popular superhero franchise.
Okay. Popular superhero.
There was a time when
franchise.
that would have narrowed it down quite a bit more.
It's tough.
Well, I mean, it does. It is. Wait, hold on. What was the question again?
lead
lead?
in the 3rd movie of a popular superhero franchise.
I'm gonna buzz in just because I feel like
Let's
there
do
actually
it.
haven't been that many superhero movies recently compared to a year or two ago. I'm gonna say Tom Hardy. Are we talking about Tom Hardy?
You fucking nailed it. Hell yeah,
got
that's
it,
3
Dan. You
points
did
for
it.
Dan. The other clues were in these movies, he has a pretty funny accent.
True.
And then the final clue, has a chance to go 3 for 3 in the Flophouse with these movies.
I think it'll probably happen.
Good luck. Okay, we're all counting on him. Okay,
Good
the
luck
next
to Tom
is
Hardy.
good luck to Tom Hardy.
Yeah, all our best wishes
okay.
go to Tom on achieving that goal.
This one, you guys got to give me the name of the movie.
Okay.
Tom Hardy.
Unlikely friends team up to save the universe.
Yeah. It's a hard one.
Second
Could be
clue.
a lot
You
of
guys
things.
ready?
I'm wondering about
Yeah.
the definition of friends.
Yeah.
The opening credits feature the song "Bye Bye Bye."
Oh, I'll raise my
Oh.
hand for that one.
Elliot.
Yeah.
That's Deadpool, Wolverine, right?
That is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Still haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
but I heard all about the
Mhm.
hilarious opening credits. Where he's dancing or something? Can you believe
Not-
that? Can you believe
Not
it?
as
My least
not as
favorite
good as the
part
opening
of a movie.
It's especially when you're like, hey, if you're gonna do kind of the same if you're gonna use this song just like Red Rocket did, you should be as good as Red Rocket, which it's not. Okay,
Red Rocket is the
So the
is the
next-
movie based on the DC character Red Rocket, right? Like the Soviet guy in the armor.
Ellie, you should watch it and let me know what you think. Okay, so the next is you're gonna have to give me the name of the actor. Okay,
Okay.
Tom Hardy.
before starring in a movie this year, she had not starred in a film in 4 years.
Oh.
Hmm.
It's an interesting clue, but I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah, no, me either.
Clue number 2. While attending press events for this film, the film she's in, she brought along her micro chihuahua, Pilaf.
I feel like I'm farther from knowing it now.
Yeah. Like, it sounds familiar, but I cannot connect it with anything.
Final clue. Despite her first name, she plays the bigger version or the Matrix in this movie. Dan.
I'm just guessing based on the name thing. Is it Minnie Driver?
That's actually pretty good, but it's not. It's
Okay.
Elliot, do you want a final buzz?
I also was thinking it was Minnie something. So not the. Is there anyone named Small? Anyone named Small who makes movies these days?
Is there a tiny lady?
Yeah, or Little.
Tiny Tina? Like from
From Borderlands. Okay, so wait, so she
Did
hadn't
I
started a movie
make the
in,
clues too hard?
she hadn't
Possibly.
started in a movie in 4 years. She
Mhm.
brought Demi Moore.
Thank you.
Yes.
Boom. Crushed it.
That's what it was.
Good job, Elliot. Extra points for you.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what was the clue that got it to me was the dog. That's the one. I knew the breed and name of her dog. Yeah.
Okay. So the next is you're going to have to give me the name of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of this movie takes place in Australia.
Okay.
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 So it could be any number of Australian movies. For
Yeah.
one
Or
thing.
movies
That's true.
just about Australia. Yeah.
Clue number 2. There's a karaoke scene of the song "Against All Odds" by Phil Collins.
I gotcha.
Dan,
This is the Fall Guy.
you nailed it, Dan. Oh, good job. It's neck and neck here, folks. The final clue should have been a hit.
Yeah. I really like that movie.
Oh,
Lot of
okay. Let's see. Oh man, we're wrapping up here. Okay. Next, this is a movie. You're gonna have to give me the name of a movie.
Okay.
Lots of scenes on a cranberry farm. Dan,
This is My Old Ass.
it is My Old Ass.
One of the most
Okay.
Cranberry Farm centered movies you can see.
Oh, is that a movie? I kept thinking it was a TV show. I haven't seen
No,
it
it's
yet.
That's
a
a movie.
movie. The
Good one.
other clues. The clues are it dispels the time travel rules established in the movie Time Cop.
Okay. So there's less
And-
splits.
What was that, Elliot?
There's fewer splits in this movie than in Time Cop.
You would be surprised. Finally, Aubrey Plaza's character is referred to as having an old ass, despite only being 39. I take offense at that. Okay, the next is we got another movie. This is a thriller where the villain is an elder scammer.
The villain scams elderly people, or is an elderly
Yes.
person who scams?
I feel like there are two possibilities for this, honestly. So I'm just
Oh,
gonna,
okay. Guess we're gonna need
Dan
another clue.
almost fell into my trap.
yeah.
Malcolm McDowell, Parker Posey, and Richard Roundtree are in supporting roles.
Okay, I'm going to guess for this one. This
Dan.
is Thelma.
You are correct. It could have
movie-
been It almost was the Beekeeper.
Could have been the Beekeeper. It could have been Felicia Rashad being scammed, but instead it was June Squibb. I haven't seen Thelma yet. I hear only good things.
It's fun.
This is the prequel to Thelma and Louise. It's about before she meets Louise.
Yeah, this is a long later sequel to Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
She actually survived at the end.
Oh, wow. That's a big retcon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's all covered in a montage in the opening credits where she fashions a parachute out of a T-shirt or something, a halter top or something. Okay. Okay, here's our final question for this category before our bonus round. Okay. You got to give me the name of...
Each question is the final question, but then there's another one.
Yeah.
You got to give me the name of the actor, okay? Despite being pivotal to the movie, he only has 10 minutes of screen time.
Only 10 minutes of screen time. Okay.
Number 2. He is under heavy prosthetics the whole movie.
Under heavy prosthetics.
Oh,
It's not TV's The Penguin, because that was on TV.
No, because that's on TV.
I mean, it's not TV, it's HBO. Elliot, give me this.
Stellan Skarsgård? Or whatever.
No.
How do you pronounce his name?
I'm sorry, it's not Stellan Skarsgård. Finally.
I was thinking this was finally the Dune question that I've been wondering all this time.
Oh, that would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. Technically correct, but not the final.
Not until clue
final
number 3.
Clue will clear it up. Is long legs.
Oh, okay.
I just got to
Nicolas Cage.
I just got to remember to always wait for the last clue. That's
It is Nicolas Cage. He's long legs. Okay. So now here's the bonus round, and this is where things are going to get a little bit closer.
I kind of feel like it really, that was a real trick, especially considering the third clue would mention the name of the movie in it. Yeah.
Okay. So this next the bonus round, Elliot, it's gonna start with you, and then you're gonna have 2 minutes to name as many feature films released by film fan darlings A24. So you're going to list as many for each one you name. You get a point, and then after your 2 minutes is up, Dan will get to try and name as many ones as you missed, and that's it.
That's this year.
That's this year.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna. This
give
is
me,
not.
Give
the
me
year.
1 second. This is not going to be your category.
I mean, this is not the year to ask me what movies came out when from anybody. So I think I'm probably going to end up with 0 points.
That's the challenge of the game of
2024,
the year in movies.
Did they
guilty because I know how?
No, it's true. I knew what I was getting into. I knew what I was getting into when I applied for this game, Stuart, knowing the name of it ahead of time, and said, "No, I want to do that." Yeah.
Even knowing that you were not going to be good at this, you're like, I just want to be on TV, and unfortunately, you're on a podcast. Okay, so I'm going to hit start, and then Elliot, you just start naming shit. Okay? Go.
The Substance, Challengers,
No.
Gladiator 2, Borderlands, Dune Part 2, Dune Part 3, Dune Part 4, Dune Part 5.
Nope.
Nosferatu, is that one of theirs? Not out yet.
No.
Let's see. What other movies came out this year? Godzilla X Kong.
No.
Get some stuff.
Get some stuff.
The Fall Guy, The Fall Girl, the Guys of the Fall, Seasons of the Fall, Seasons of the Mists, Legends of the Fall, Falling Down, Down and Out in Beverly Hills Cop, Copland, Land of Zombies, Zombies in My Pants, Part 2, The Reckoning. The Kitten Caboodle, Cats and Dogs, The Return of Kitty Galore.
Wait a minute.
Jaws 3D.
No.
Baby's Day Out 2. Baby Goes Back In.
Close. You're actually pretty close on some of these.
Seven Samurai Part 2. There's more samurai now. It's actually 8 samurai. 101 Dalmatians. 101 Sensations. And Lightning, the movie. Twisters, Misters.
Nope.
Let's see. Love Lives Bleeding.
30
Love Lives
seconds.
Eating.
You got one. You got one.
Love Lives Eating. My Dinner with Andre. I think that's it. I got all of them right.
I mean, you got one.
I got one. Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, so that is Elliot's tapping out. Elliot got a point. Dan.
Dan
1 second. The clock starts now.
They do Cuckoo?
No.
I saw the TV Glow. Was that them?
Yep.
Let's see. Long Legs. The aforementioned Long Legs. No. Y2K. They did that. Oof. Now I'm having trouble. What all happened this year? Let's see. Well, there's some terrible national decisions that were made. And,
by A24?
Yeah.
Arguably, yeah.
Well.
You got about a minute left, Dan.
So they do a lot of horror,
generally art
films.
housey. Yeah, exactly.
Now,
did they do Anora, or was that Neon?
That was Neon.
Okay.
You got to give me credit. I said I named fewer A24 movies than Dan, but I named more movies than Dan.
Yeah, well,
you should get points for that.
Yeah.
I feel like I might actually know these is the thing, so that's why I'm having trouble. What else did I see?
Many of these were big movies, and by big movies that play in movie theaters, not necessarily big movies.
Did they do Challengers, or was that Neon too?
That was neat. I think that was one of the bigger studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was probably Disney.
But there was a movie that is, let's say, related.
Queer? Is that them?
Yes. Boom. Okay. Man, that's 3 of these for Dan. Killing it. You gonna tap out? Okay.
Let's call it.
Okay.
You know what? Dan didn't beat me by as much as I thought he would in that game.
I'm actually kind of surprised. So we got movies like Baby Girl, Heretic, The Brutalist, We Live in Time, Front Room, Parthenope, A Different Man, On Becoming a Guinea Fowl, Civil War, Maxine, Look Into My Eyes, The Sixth, and Architecton. Okay, so
they released a lot of movies.
Yeah, there was a lot of movies. 17. So at the end of the first round and the bonus round, we have Dan McCoy at 15 points, Elliot at 6 points. Time for a break. Hey, so we have a Jumbotron here. Elliot, can you give us the classic Jumbotron sound effect?
Jumbotron.
Okay, so this is a Jumbotron for Chelsea, a.k.a. Choom Watts. And this is from your brother, Kyle. Happy birthday to the best sister I can imagine having. You're a brilliant nuclear scientist, exciting overseas adventurer, and the one person in our family who I get to text in excitement when a new Flophouse episode drops. Hoping Stuart can give you some words of encouragement in German for when you run the Vienna Marathon next year. And Stuart Wellington, of course, is going to say, grüß dich, Chelsea. Ich heiße Stuart und ich kann nur ein kleines bisschen Deutsch sprechen und verstehen. Aber I hope you have the best time on this Wien Marathon and that you run super fast and that you get to have many pretzels and beer to drink and etwas anderes. Yeah, ausgezeichnet. Tschüss. So that was it. Wonderful,
amazing,
as they say
Wunderbar.
in Germany.
Yeah.
Well, technically Austria, but that's the same thing. Okay, not the same thing. Sorry, I don't want to get want to get Germans mad at me again. Okay, so
I love that English with a German accent is just as good as speaking German. It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Hey, Sydney, you're a physician and the co-host of Sawbones, a marital tour of misguided medicine, right?
That's true, Justin.
Is it true that our medical history podcast is just as good as a visit to your primary care physician?
No, Justin, that is absolutely not true. However, our podcast is funny and interesting and a great way to learn about the medical misdeeds of the past as well as some current, not so legit healthcare fads.
So you're saying that by listening to our podcast, people will feel better?
Sure.
And isn't that the same reason that you go to the doctor?
Well, you could say that, but...
And our podcast is free?
Yes, it is free.
You heard it here first, folks. Sawbones, marital tour of misguided medicine, right here on Maximum Fun, just as good as going to the doctor.
No. Still not just as good as going to the doctor, but pretty good.
It's up there.
You can't really know if your own show is any good.
So I asked my kids about ours. Is Jordan Jesse Go a good show?
No, definitely not. It's really bad.
I would say out of 10, maybe like a 4 out of 10.
It's just really boring. Yeah, 0.
Subscribe to Jordan Jesse Go, a comedy show for grown-ups.
And also, just a quick mention that as of this episode, tickets are probably still available to see us live and in person in San Francisco as part of Sketchfest. Tickets at sfsketchfest.com. We'll be at Cobb's Comedy Club on Sunday, January 19 at 7 p.m., with some all-new presentations from at least 2/3 of us. Elliot might retool an old one that you probably haven't seen anyway. And a discussion of legendary flop Cutthroat Island, directed by Rennie Harlan and starring Gina Davis and Matthew Modine. The movie that, according to Wikipedia, lost $147 million when adjusted for inflation. So again, tickets for that at sfsketchfest.com.
So we are playing 2024, the year in movies, the game. I'm your host, Stuart Wellington, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts. Introduce yourselves.
Dan McCoy.
And Elliot Kalin in the lead.
Sure, why not?
So we have one more full round to go, and then there's going to be an extra bonus round where scores can get a little bit closer, maybe. We'll find out. So this next round, which is this is going to be based on the results so far, I think it's going to be pretty good. We are playing a game called Name That Streamer. I will name a movie, and you are going to tell me what streaming service released this movie or had a hand in the production.
Boy. Yeah.
Okay. You only get one guess. And again, I will list the movie. You will have to buzz in by raising your hand.
I sure hope
maybe
a lot of the
Alex
answers
will
are
go through
Canopy.
this whole thing. Yeah. And each one is going to be worth 2 points. Okay. So points are in a way doubled this round. Okay. So
in a very literal way. Yeah.
Well,
okay. So our first feature film, Rebel Ridge.
Dan raised his hand first.
it's a Netflix.
That's a Netflix.
That's a Netflix.
That's what my parents call all movies on streaming.
When Rebel Moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a Netflix. Yeah.
Okay. Ricky Stanicki.
Was that a Peacock?
Unfortunately, no, but good guess,
No.
Dan.
Amazon Prime Video.
You are correct. It is Prime Video.
I don't know. Dan answered like 3 different answers there. I don't know if we can give him credit for that.
Okay. Salem's Lot. Lots of Salem's. Dan.
I believe that's a Max.
That is a Max. Dan, you
Oh,
watch
wow.
a lot of movies.
I didn't see that one. I heard it was bad, but I remember where people were saying it was bad.
I like bits of it.
Okay.
Okay.
But you like Salem's Little, basically is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked enough, you know. The Killer. This is John Woo's remake of his own movie. Elliot.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was a different one.
John Woo's.
You were thinking of
no, you're thinking of The Killer.
The Fincher.
The Fincher.
I was thinking about the David Fincher, The Killer. Yeah.
No, this is John Woo's remake of his own movie, starring Natalie Emmanuel and the guy from those Pandora movies.
Yeah. Was this Paramount Plus?
Incorrect, Dan. I'm sorry,
Oh.
Elliot.
Then it was
A chance
the other one.
to steal.
I mean, I might as well guess something. Let's say Hulu. Is it Hulu?
Unfortunately, no. It was Peacock. One of Peacock's only original movies this year.
I
Okay.
knew it was associated with a network, but I picked the wrong one.
I didn't even know that.
The idea of you.
I'm just gonna guess. Like this sounds like an Apple TV Plus to me.
It does sound like that, but it's not.
Okay.
Elliot, Chains to Steel.
Show me Tubi.
No, this is an Amazon Prime. But once
Okay.
again, good guess. Okay, let's see. We got Good Grief, starring Dan Levy or Levy.
Oh,
Good Grief.
yeah, that thing.
I don't know what that is.
Jeez.
It's
I'm gonna
about.
guess.
It's about. Okay, Dan, guess.
Netflix.
Dan, it is in fact a Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F.
That
Dan.
I believe is also a Netflix.
Man, Dan's all over Netflix. What are you getting money from Netflix?
Well, you did the game.
Yep. He's getting money from Netflix. Yep.
In a Violent Nature, made by friends of the pod. In a Violent Nature.
Roku channel.
Nope, Dan.
I feel bad for buzzing in so much, but I'm pretty sure that's Shudder.
It's
a Shudder production.
You gotta be into it.
Dan knows it.
You know
Dan
it. It's a
knows
Shudder
what is
production.
available and how to get it.
Yeah.
Irish Wish, starring Lindsay Lohan. Dan.
Yeah, Netflix.
Get off Netflix's dick, dude. What's going on?
The thing about winning this
Dan,
game is
do
it makes
something
me feel worse than if I was losing this game. Like Elliot
something
has his
else with your life.
self-respect,
Yeah.
and all I have is this.
I made a good game. Guys, Smile 2.
Oh, that wasn't a theatrical release?
It was a theatrical release, but it was this is
associated
a
with a streamer.
partnership with one of the streamers.
Oh, IMDb TV.
Unfortunately, no. Dan, do you have a follow-up?
If it's a partnership, I'm just gonna guess Amazon.
Unfortunately,
No?
it was Paramount Plus.
Oh, that's the
Plus.
Paramount Plus.
I mean,
Mhm.
Paramount makes movies. It's a movie studio. So are they
Yeah.
just called Paramount Plus now, or?
Well, I
I
believe
don't
the
know.
original Smile was a Paramount Plus original, and then this was like a combo
Oh, I see.
thing. Okay. We got a movie called Jackpot.
Oh,
No, wait.
Shit.
Wait, was that Apple Plus? Apple TV Plus?
It is not. You're so close.
Oh, I'm thinking of Luck or whatever it's called.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Man, I
animated
even
film.
watched.
The
I
animated
watched
film, yeah.
this one. I can't even remember what was on.
There was in a way, there was a clue with one of my earlier questions.
In a way, there was a clue with one of your.
One of the stars was also clearly under contract of some flavor.
I'm gonna say, is it Hulu?
Nope, this is
No?
Amazon Prime because I'm guessing John Cena has some kind of connection or
Which
some
one
kind
is
of
which one is
development deal with him.
which one was Jackpot? Is it an action movie or not action movie?
That is, it's the action comedy with Awkwafina where she wins the lottery, but she has to stay alive for 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Everything
Paul-
you've told
Paul
me
Feig
rings no
made it?
bells.
Paul
I
Feig,
don't
yeah,
think
it's Paul
I don't
Feig.
think I've heard of the movie. Yeah.
You may have heard of Paul Feig. He was in Ski Patrol.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
That
Okay.
Paul Feig. Yeah. Yeah. The one who dresses
got him-
fancy. Yeah.
I got a movie called Winona Earp Vengeance.
Netflix.
No.
Oh, I thought I'd beat Dan to that one.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
guess
like this
this is
one.
I'm gonna guess this is a movie that you made up. It doesn't actually exist.
The thing is, this streaming service has a catalog that is filled with movies that sound like that because it's Tubi.
Oh, that was Tubi.
Tubi original Winona Earp Vengeance. Okay. We got a movie called Bratz.
Rats. Oh yeah.
Damn.
I got this. This is Hulu. This is that documentary about
It
the Brat
is.
Pack.
I was trying to throw you off. I was doing one of my classic tricks.
Mhm.
But yes, this is what Andrew McCarthy's documentary about
Yeah.
the Brat
Oh, I
Brat
see.
Pack, where he
Not
is
about the hit
very,
dolls.
Yeah, I think actually there's a post-credit scene where he is talking about the dolls, but it's only a small
Like
part.
they invented the word brat, and he's like, oh, look, now they're making these dolls after me. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
And he picks
and
up a bunch of brats at the grocery store. It's like,
Yeah,
look,
and then look at this, made some broth, and they're like, "This is
I don't make
kind
any
of a
money
switch.
off of these brats.
it's because he's charging too much.
Yeah.
If he charges less, then he's just not selling enough. If
he individually signs the numbers every brat, that's why he charges so much. Yeah.
I guess that makes sense, but I don't know. That seems nuts. Okay, and our final one is
not
a movie.
He doesn't sell nuts. He sells brats. Although maybe if he sold nuts with the brats. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Kind of mash it up into a pesto or something. Okay, so we have or like a butter, like a nut butter. You guys like nut butters,
butter.
right? Dan's nuts for nut butters.
Sounds dirty. I don't want to get into this.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, and the final movie is a movie that I watched while I was in Australia. This is a movie called Players, starring Gina Rodriguez and I think Damon Wayans Jr.
Oh, I don't know this at all.
I'm gonna say. Oh no, Dan, what do you think?
No, I don't have I was like, what does it sound like? It's on. I can't think of.
That's.
What does it
context
sound like
clues from a movie called Players, starring Damon Wayans Jr. and Gina Rodriguez.
I know it. I'm gonna say BritBox.
Nope, it's not Corncob TV either, Dan. So don't guess that.
Were you thinking of Acorn?
I was going to say Acorn TV. And I was like, oh, maybe that is what Stuart thinks Acorn TV is. Corncob TV.
It's like the Hee Haw channel. I'm going to say, is it Hulu? We haven't had a Hulu.
Nope, this is Netflix. You're fucking boys. I know you're trying to throw us off the trail, Dan, but we know you. We know you're a Netflix boy. Okay, so not your strongest round, but guys, I think everything's about to change. Okay, this is where Elliot gets to go first. Again, Elliot's going to have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to name as many films that we covered on main episodes and live episodes of the Flophouse podcast this year.
Oh, boy. Not going to do so well with this either.
Oof. Well.
Are we allowed to look them up online?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I thank you for asking, actually. That's in this modern digital age. I mean, I feel like a lot of people think they can just look everything up online. But no, you're actually going to have to use your memory banks. Some of these are movies that I think you're going to be really excited that you remember. Okay, so I'm going to hit I'm going to hit the timer, and then you go crazy.
Okay.
And go.
Borderlands, Dear David, Madam Web, Rebel Moon, The Scargiver, The Last Mermaid. Did we do that one this year? I don't remember.
No.
The other movies that we covered on this podcast this year. Let's see. Were there any others? Did we do any other episodes this year?
We definitely did, Elliot. I know it all blurs together.
The Flash. Let's see. Some other type of Venom. Let There Be Carnage. Was that this year or last year? I can't remember.
It was not this year.
It was not this year. How about let's see, other movies that came out this year that we covered. What did we do in Smallvember? I don't even remember those. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Was that this year or was that last year?
That was last year.
Oh, boy. Time goes by so fast. Let's see. Did we do... that one, Under the Streets of Paris or whatever, or Beneath Paris.
Under Paris.
With the sharks. Yep. Under Paris, yeah. Let's see. There was also something with a ghost in it. Dear David. Did I say that?
You said that one.
You already did that one.
I already said that one. Let's see. Did I say Borderlands? Yeah, I said that one. Let's see. Was there Madam Web? That one? Did that one get mentioned? Yeah, I think so.
It's marked down. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you mark it down and give me 2 points for that one. Let's see. Also, No, that was years ago. Let's see.
Yeah. Elliot, that is
that's
your time. You did.
Okay.
You actually
No.
did better at this one than the last one, but maybe not as
At least
entertaining.
I'm drawing from my own lived experience for this one.
Okay.
Dan, now you're so far ahead. You don't even need to play this part. But if you want to, if you just want to stun on Elliot with to show off how good your memory is,
I think
well,
you
I'll
should
do
do
a
it.
couple.
I think you should do it.
There's the Avengers, the most we
Nailed
just
it.
dropped that one.
Yep.
We got Night Swim. Didn't mention
Oh,
that.
right. Oh, and I just thought of another one I didn't mention. Yeah.
Megalopolis.
hell yeah.
Crap. Did Elliot mention Robot in the Family?
No, I didn't
can't
mention
remember.
Robot in the Family.
Nope.
No.
I can't remember what the other Small Timber one was, though, for whatever reason. There was the first Rebel Moon,
yeah,
I
I
think, was
remember.
also this year. I think you only
First
mentioned
Rebel
the
Moon was this year.
Scargiver.
No, I thought the first one was last year.
First one was the first episode of this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I really
Okay.
got off the top
So
of
we
my
got
head.
some
another one? Can I
classics
mention
in
one
here.
more?
Yeah.
What?
Was 65 also this year?
No. 65
was
is not.
last year?
So let me go down
Oh.
some of the ones we missed here. We got Kangaroo Jack, Jiggly, Cobra, Cat Person. Oh no, there is Sonic the Hedgehog too. Elliot gets a point. Roadhouse, Argyle,
Boom.
Baby Genius,
Looks like
yeah,
aliens coming
Argyle.
back. Oh, Argyle. We even
The
mentioned
Matrix
it. I think the
Revolutions,
episode before this. Yeah.
Dan's favorite
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
Boat Trip, Disclosure, the Garbage Pail
Uh-huh.
Kids movie,
It
Oh,
hurt
wow.
me that we did a lot of older movies this year. That
Yeah.
hurt me. I was trying to think of newer
Wish,
movies. Yeah.
If, another favorite, Dangerous Game, The
fucking
Legacy Murders.
That was the
Um,
other one.
And that's
Oh,
it.
right.
That's it, guys. But you guys got
If.
at least half of them. Good job. So with the total scores here, let me just tabulate.
You have to run it through the
Elliot
machines.
with 12. Dan for missing a couple. He still manages to get, 37. 37
God.
points for
Wow,
Dan.
Dan
McCoy.
dominated.
I've never
The
felt
thing
so
is,
much shame about winning
Dan did
something.
No,
so good at the streaming
victory,
service.
Dan.
It's like he's on the streamers all day long here.
Yeah.
Yet again, there's like a lot of important real life stuff I forget all the time. It frustrates people
Yeah.
who know me.
No, but you
But I
know
got
which
this.
streamers the movies are on. That's something
Yeah.
to do. Yeah.
So, guys, I think everybody can agree that 2024 was quite a year in movies. The game.
Thanks.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining me on this mini adventure. Obviously, if you see Dan McCoy, make sure to give him a high five for doing so well in this game. I think he did a really good
Thank
job.
you.
Maybe send in a
just-
message.
Just yell out, "Hey Dan, enjoy the Netflix."
Make sure that make sure to remind Dan to plug Netflix when he gets a chance, because that's clearly who's buttering his bread these days. So this has been a Flophouse Mini. It has been produced by Alex Smith, who may or may not have added in great buzzer sounds or not. I am Stuart Wellington, and joining me are my co-hosts, as always.
Dan McCoy.
And Elliot Kalin being humble in loss and just saying, "Dan, you're a master. I just can't. It's no shame to be beaten by the best."
Yeah, he's the best
Thanks.
round. Okay, thanks so much. See you next week. Bye.
Maximum Fun
A worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
supported
Directly
by you.